There are no secrets in conference play. They know you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Snags it quickly on the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Probably want to stay in the 335 with friggin' love back there.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got the first down and more.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's suspended.
Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
This is not.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
That was tragic.
They'll run it from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standing.
He's not supposed to play. So. What up, Frank? What up, Wyatt? You rooting for your Irish, but come on, man. Root for me. You ready? Yeah, comma. Thanks for making me relive that.
now, that conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up. We're predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Well, Tommy's going to be on a short leash.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I don't remember what I ran first play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quick handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
The Noles look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To the air, it's Castellanos. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The Seminoles will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here's the handoff. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
I think that was a stop and pop.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. Snagged out of the air. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football.
Should pick that off.
They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll get this drive going from the 17.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was.
They'll try it over the left side. Crosses the 30. At the 45 on its way. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement
or wag or whatever.
Because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And the Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Obviously not to start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all.
Man coverage.
No surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths.
No, it wasn't an instant scramble. It was a play action boot, but he still had to stay on the run.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He's got his man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
Oh, that might have been a spread out. I'm not sure. It could have been a spread out too. But that was, I don't think that was nefarious. Is that the right word to use?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback on the keeper.
Battery.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Here's a heat. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Knowles.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes
annoying Jeremiah Love
something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey,
it's going to take the deep out. It wasn't there.
Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced
The
this team
dig was
doesn't have a
covered up
CJ
and dragged, and I had a
big
little.
play in them. Any
Looked like the
change in
defensive line
momentum,
had me
and this is a brand new game.
broken.
It's just a field
It's time to
goal
get out of there.
They're trailing by 3
Get out.
to Memphis. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. The quick out.
No.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Quick release by the QB. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Makes the grab. It's lobbed. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Love. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker.
RPO.
Notre Dame made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point is through, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Fielded in the end zone, it's Webster. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Bro,
well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link
missed
up.
the fumble
defense,
recovery.
just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Missed that shit.
Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets the first himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20.
Wow.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. Finds a little space. Got the first down and still on his feet.
No way.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
No.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Well, they need 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
Not passing your... That's not happened before.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes.
That's some
Touchdown,
bullshit.
Irish.
I'm getting screwed.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have.
I got a legal man
They've
downfield.
got so many weapons on this
Catch.
offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
This fumble opportunity.
So let's
This
see how
deep
they
shot.
play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
On offense, you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate here, backed up deep in your own end. A quick throw on the slant, but the defense right now playing so physical, they're able to jar the ball loose on the incompletion because of the hit against one of the faster players you're going to see in college football.
Looking to take a shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Preferably a couple of turnovers, but
we're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Webster. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. At the 35, he's got rolling. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Back to pass. It's Castellanos. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's roughing the passer.
So now it's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Finds his man. It's Fields. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. On the move is the 30. Give him 88 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
On the ground, it's locked. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Yes, dude.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The best red zone
21-14.
offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
Reception, pick or something. I need to turn.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. The option look. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown for the Irish.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
What up, Jay Green?
Lining up for the PAT. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Memphis. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Berry. Finds his man, it's Webster. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Noles moving quickly to the line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team is spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning runs.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Dances away to buy time. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable.
I mean, here and there when I get pissed at situations,
so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He'll take another shot here.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. That's caught. It's White. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Left 14 points.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked.
The score is not indicative of how the game should
for
be.
a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Webster. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Berry. That's reeled in. It's Webster. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it.
Dude, I've already...
Was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Webster. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Here's the pressure. He lets one fly deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll ride Davis here. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
As a quarterback, you got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He's got it at the 20.
And he hits his.
Touchdown, Irish! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Notre Dame, 42. Florida State, 14.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Sperry. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, you got gotta love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Now to
I don't
make
know,
sure
crazy
this
stuff's
kickoff
happening,
team
right?
covers it well, then I'd give back that last score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
There are quarterbacks that drop back and stay in the pocket, and you play action, you keep him in the pocket the whole time. Not this guy. I'm going to use his athletic ability. He does a great job bootlegging to the right. Now I got him on the run. Do I stop him with his feet? Do I stop him throw?
Breaks into the open on the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Coming out with it, it's Webster. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, I've
I
been
guess
there before
Sperry's
as a
my
quarterback.
quarterback.
Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
He just disappeared.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Making side adjustments here. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
Of course.
Notre Dame has the ball
They
and
kneel
ready
it
to
out
get
if you
moving.
want.
And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
What are you doing, dude?
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Now, Notre Dame.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yes. Open the game like that. Seven. Boom, boom, boom. 14-7. This should be 14-14. 327. Yeah. Saw all that in BJ stream. was Clemson still there? Did he play? Did he win? Did BJ getting out of the force? Oof. South Carolina with the dub. Oh, man.
First down, so anymore, but he was. How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman. We're gonna win.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they are finding some space in this. Way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Fires to the wideout.
How about the defense?
Need him to have nice. Their quarterbacks.
to the wideout. On target to the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. Snagged out of the air. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down.